Hello everyone, it's Nick here in the reviewing chair this week. But I'm in the reviewing chair every week, maybe I need to hire more staff. But we're looking at WEC Le Mans on the 128k Spectrum, based on the 24-hour Le Mans rally. When this review probably won't last 24 hours, it'll probably be a little bit less. But it was published by Imagine Software in 1988. Also come out on, well, the Amstrad CPC, the Commodore 64. Essentially in this game, 4 laps must be completed going through 3 checkpoints. It's an arcadey game based on the arcade cabinet by Konami in 1986. A very popular game, although pretty difficult. Now, in terms of Spectrum racing games, it's one of the better ones, but it's not not the best one in my humble opinion. I prefer Chase HQ or Stunt Car Racer, but it's a good one. It's got good speed, good frame rate here. So you can see the time ticking down in white on red, which looks pretty attractive. So essentially we need to get round 4 laps, but let's see if I can just get round 1. Now, overtaking cars is tricky here and a little bit annoying. Collision detection, sometimes you can get a lot closer to the cars than you think, but you can get pushed into a spin all too easily. The cars look a bit blocky, a bit squarey, not really like cars. That's my one criticism of it, really. But it's a good game, it plays really well. If I'd bought the full price game back in the day, as we go through the checkpoint there for extended play, I wouldn't have been too disappointed. 128 gives you a bit of sound in terms of this low engine noise, and also the music at the start, which is pretty cool. Not the most exciting game in the world, but it is driving. Overtaking is tricky, but you know, it's got to be some trickiness in racing games, otherwise you might as well go down to the precinct and have a ride of that Thomas the Tank Engine thing. I don't think that's been simulated in a computer game yet. Bom 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 bom. Yeah. If only there was a cheat so you could drive Thomas the Tank Engine round here. But the track is fairly narrow. It's all in yellow, this first track anyway. So we got to get round 4 laps. Let's see if we can get round 1 lap. Like a lot of the racing games of this ilk, you've only got 2 gears. You can see in the graphic in the bottom left, hopefully. You've got high and low gear. Decelerating around the corners is a bit hit and miss, but it's best to change down a gear, really. Whoop! As we spin round. I was doing quite well there. I got quite far into the review before I span. I like the sky, although I don't know what's going on the upper bit of the sky. Lots of very compact clouds or something. It's a bit weird. But sometimes you see, I'm not bad when I have to overtake 1 or 2 at a time. That's fine. Occasionally you get 4 cars all right across the motorway or the track, and it makes it very tricky to get through. Yeah, so I've come a cropper there. So my car is dark blue. I'm not sure that's coming across, and all the opposition cars are black. But in Le Mans, the 24-hour rally, the cars are a lot further spaced out, aren't they? You won't get, apart from at the start, 4 really close together like this. There's no pit stops in this, you just keep going for the 4 laps. Right, we've got 20 seconds left. Oh, that didn't end well. Deary me, how many checkpoints have we gone through so far? I'm losing count. But this game would have to go down as a classic. It would be a favourite racing game for a lot of people, although not me. Varied bends, they're not all the same. But I've been reviewing quite a lot of racing games recently. The last one I reviewed on the Spectrum. Look at that! That was the finish. There's a checkpoint there. Look at that! I was about 2 metres from the finishing line, and it all ended. Deary me. Boo! Well, I think this deserves another go, really. Yeah, but a favourite game for a lot of people, this one. The last Spectrum game I reviewed was Continental Circus. So this game is a lot better than that one, although that one did have rain in it, which was pretty exciting. But this is better than that. It's a lot more polished. It's on the 128k version. Those fonts are good. That timer ticking down is good. So if we time this right, we should be able to drive between all 4 of those cars, he says. Ooh, yep, there you go. Like threading something through the eye of a needle, a camel or a cotton or something. You know, you get the analogy, I hope. So see those trees either side, they're animated quite well going past. Apart from that, everything's a bit sparse, a few road signs. Engine sound doesn't change too dramatically all the way through. So let's have another go at getting around one lap of Le Mans. Now, to do a 24-hour rally on the ZX Spectrum 48K, at least the original rubber-keyed version, is a bit of an arse because it started getting very hot even after about half an hour. I don't know if anyone did any tests on it, how long you could leave it before it actually broke or exploded into flame. I'd imagine about 4 hours, then it will start burning inside and be dead. So that's why retro computers, they're going to get few and far between as the years go on, and emulation will be the only way. But you know, I think the Spectrum has been re-released, hasn't it? On that thing, whose name I can't quite remember. Give me the letter V, I think. Vulcan, not sure. I did know. I can't immediately remember. I do rabbit on these. Did you have this game on any format? Now, I presume it came out on the Commodore Amiga. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that one out. I'll have to look that up, see it was available, see how that compares to this. Quite favourably, I would have thought. But I haven't seen it on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. I'm guessing both those two versions may play similar, with slight differences. They will have more colour, for sure. But quite often the Spectrum, and I do generalise here, quite often the Spectrum I find a little bit more playable. But with these ones, it's what you grew up on, so I'm not going to stamp on anyone's memories, really. Nostalgia is a massive, massive hit for games. Extended play. Right. See my speed there? 217, where it was, kilometres an hour, or miles per hour going down. There's the top score. And then there's my score. I don't think they're going to meet up, are they, those two? Right, this is a bit tricky. There's 3 cars to get past. If I slow down a little bit, I might be able to get the inside line. Oh, that's good. Good. So the cars weave around. They don't seem to pay too much attention to G-forces or physics. They can go, they go on the inside of the bend and outside the bend. They'll never crash. Not like me. But graphically, how could this car be improved? I think the wheels are too high, aren't they? Is the whole thing a bit too high? Maybe it needs to be lowered. The ground clearance needs to be lowered. Does seem a bit square, a bit high. The engine sounds a bit like a fly. But the ZX Spectrum, we couldn't have done too much more. Lap 2, hooray! Oh, thank goodness for that. Let's see if we can get round another lap, or is that pushing my luck, really? So 4 laps, and then it's all over. I'm sure the real Le Mans rally is a bit like this. On Gran Turismo, I think there's an option to play the full 24-hour Le Mans rally. Have you done that? And what did they say when you turned up late for work / school / college / the lunatic asylum? So all the cars are the same here. Oh dear, that's not good. I've wrapped it round a tree. Let's get back to lower gear if I can. There we go. It's all about changing gears at the right time, going around the corners at the right speed, like any racing game really since time began. But you'd have to say this was an early racing game. 1988. Not as early as Checker's Flag, of course. Boom. Extended play. Right, that's 1 checkpoint through. We've got 2 more to do. And we've got about 67 seconds ticking down quite rapidly. So after you played this game for about 30 seconds, you've pretty much seen all it has to offer, really. It doesn't get too much advanced than this. What you see is what you get. But having said that, that's not a bad thing, because the stuff of what you see is pretty good. 8-bit racing games. Well done, Elite. I'll have to give this one a thumbs up, I think. Woo, but as I say, still like Chase HQ better. That's pretty yellow as well at the start. But I'd like to see the track change colour after the first lap. That would have been a nice touch. Maybe it does that after you complete 4 laps, but I don't think that's something I'm going to find out here. If you've done the 4 laps, let us know what happens after 4 laps. Does it just start again, or do you go to a different track? But I think Le Mans is just Le Mans, isn't it? I don't think there's any other tracks you go to. Right. I'm into Formula 1, but I don't know anything about the Le Mans rally. I don't know who the current champion is, who the current best team is. I don't know any of that stuff. It's a bit too much to donate my time to a 24-hour rally. Formula 1 lasts long enough. Right, that's the second checkpoint. Done it by the skin of our teeth. One more and we're... Oh dear. We're not going to get round the last bit if we keep doing that sort of thing. I don't know what car this is supposed to be. Some sort of Porsche or Jaguar or Fiat Punto. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Answers below. I like your answers below, especially when you tell me I'm doing stuff wrong. That's great. Oops. Oh dear. I try to answer as many comments as I can. Oh, that wasn't fair. I try to answer practically all of them. Sometimes there's what's called a dumbass comment, which I probably won't answer. There you go. I don't want to be drawn into troll-like conversations. I'll just ignore those. Or if it's rude, I'll probably delete it. But I try not to if I can't help it, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. Even if it is antagonistic and nasty. What am I saying? Now I'll delete nasty comment. Well, I don't know. Comment whatever you think. I don't care. Right, let's get to the end. Oh dear, I'm out of time here, I think. Boom. Driver retired to the pits, so I'll try that then. Bomb. 1 lap. 2 lap. Oh dear. I almost did 2 laps, didn't I? I think if I had another 50 goes, I think I'd have this game beat, really. So that was WEC Le Mans, and on the ZX Spectrum, 128k. I hope you liked having a look at that one. Published by Imagine Software in 1988. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Always appreciated, as I always say. And until next time then, all the best and goodbye.
Goodbye.